Hey, and welcome back to the Rod Squad. We are actually in our new kitchen, and so I am bringing you today 3 really quick and easy dinners for a weeknight. So hop in your kitchen and let's get started. The first one is going to be chicken legs in an Instapot with some baked potatoes and roasted veggies. All right, so first off, you are going to need the trivet so that your chicken legs don't burn. And we're gonna add a cup of water inside. And then I just made a spice rub here. It's kind of barbecue-ish. I didn't have all the spices. It's, I don't know, onion, garlic, salt, brown sugar, cumin. So it's that paprika, and I did not have any. So I am just gonna bring it over here. I'm gonna rub my chicken with it and then pop them in the Instapot. All right, there they are, all rubbed. You do want to make sure that you get that rub up underneath the skin, just so that it is really flavorful. And you want to leave the skin on there because that's going to hold in a lot of the juiciness, a lot of the moisture. So there we go. I also, you'll notice I have the meat side down with the bones sticking up because that obviously doesn't really need to cook. That way I can fit more in there. And now we are just going to put the lid on the Instapot, push pressure cooker, and cook it for 18 minutes. And the great thing about those chicken legs that I found is I actually found those at Aldi on like a manager special kind of clearance for a 4-pound bag for 99 cents. That's insane. While my Instapot is coming to pressure, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my little potatoes back there. So there are my potatoes. I also sprinkled them with salt, and I'm about to put them in the oven at 400, probably for, I don't know, 45 or 50 minutes. I'll check them. You obviously just wanna make sure that you can stick a fork or knife in them and they're soft all the way through. That's how you will know that they are done. And also, like, the skins get a little more wrinkly and stuff when they're almost done. But we are about to put those in the oven. All right, I don't know if you noticed earlier that I left a bunch of space on my potato pan, and that's because the potatoes are about halfway done cooking. So I'm actually gonna add in some frozen broccoli to roast. I had a friend tell me about this a while back, tried it out. It's not exactly the same as fresh, but it is still pretty good. So I just have some avocado oil, salt, pepper, and a tiny bit of garlic, and I'm just gonna stir that up. I'm gonna add that to the other side of my pan. And you know, when you're roasting vegetables, you want them to be nice and spread out, so you know, give each other their space. 6-foot distance. No, I'm just joking. Anyways, I'm gonna put this back in the oven now for another 25 minutes. And as you can see, I was mentioning the potato skins start to wrinkle as they cook. So that's gonna be one indication of when they're fully done. But we're gonna do another 25 minutes right now and get those veggies roasted. Hopefully it'll all be done at the same time. Barbecue sauce. You want to paint the chicken?
Yeah.
All right. Somebody's gonna paint the chicken. Look at that yummy meal right there. All right, another really easy meal that I really like to make, especially on a busy weekday evening, would be a kale quiche. So it's really simple, and let me show you how to do that. This time when I went to Aldi, I was like hitting the jackpot. So I also found this bag of organic chopped kale, and you can't really see it. It has this like half price sticker on there. So I would have to go back and look at the receipt. I think it was maybe $1.50 or something. So I'm gonna use this to make the quiche. All right, so I will say the thing about when you find something manager special, a lot of times it's because it's getting close to the expiration date. So if it is something fresh like this kale, you don't want to come home and then leave it in the fridge like you would a normal bag of kale. So I like cooking it up because that means I'm kind of extending its life, because once you cook something, then you can put it back in the fridge if it's part of a quiche or whatever, then it'll be fine for another couple days. So that's why I'm doing this. If not, if you don't have time to cook it, you could always put it in individual bags and put it in the freezer and use it for a smoothie in the future. All right, so I have 12 eggs here. Just gonna whisk those up. And then once I get them really whisked up, I am going to add some sour cream and some milk. A cup of milk, a cup of sour cream, and I don't know, about a cup of cheese. I'm gonna assume that's about 2 handfuls, just like that. And we are gonna mix this up really, really well. The last time I made this, it was shortly after we moved, and I couldn't find a whisk. And so I did it with a fork. Anyways, I ended up having like clumps of sour cream, which is not ideal. So whisk this up really, really good, and I'm gonna add the kale to this bowl. All right, I've got a pre-greased pan, and I'm just gonna pour in my egg mixture. The great thing about this is that it doesn't have to be kale. It can really be any veggie you have on hand. I like to saute my veggies first before I add them to the quiche, but you could put in raw as well. I just like the added flavor when I saute them first. We cover it with foil, and whenever you're ready to cook it, just cook it at 400 for about 50 minutes. And in the last 10 minutes, just take the foil off so that the top can get golden brown. All right, I have to say, when I watch videos like this, especially from like family YouTubers, I always wonder, like, what in the world are their kids doing when they're in the kitchen this long, or when they're cleaning the bathroom, or whatever like the video is about. So my kids were playing in the rain. Wawa? Yeah, they were playing in the rain, having so much fun. Yeah, we have this awesome like covered patio. So of course they could play outside and not get wet, but what fun is that? Oh my goodness, nothing like a cozy evening. They played in the rain, got all cleaned up in their PJs, and now we're watching Christopher Robin. All right, me and little mister are back in the kitchen. I'm just gonna say, like, this was a very impromptu video. I was getting dinner ready, and I was about to prep the next 2 nights of dinner, and I was like, I should just do a quick video. So I really hope y'all are enjoying it. I'm gonna show y'all one last recipe, and hopefully one of these you will try and enjoy. Let me know if one of these is your favorite, or if you have another like really quick and easy weeknight meal that you like to cook for your family. The last thing I planned to make tonight is some Zuppa Toscana soup, and I love it first of all because it's all in one pot, so I don't have to dirty a bunch of dishes. And that's my chicken broth back there that I made a while back. You can use store-bought chicken broth, but let me just talk to you for a second about chicken broth. So chicken broth is like a very healing food. However, grocery stores, you know, have found a way to just really make it terrible for you. So a while back I was looking through HEB, and I was just appalled by so many of the ingredients. And so as I was just checking the backs of them, it's just a lot of there's MSG, there's just all sorts of natural flavors and things like that. So then if you want to buy bone broth, you definitely can. I found some good brands. They are just really pricey. So I love chicken broth. It's really easy to make at home. If you want to do that, I've got a video that you can definitely check out. Just some ways to boost your chicken broth to make it extra golden and extra nutritious. So this recipe is going to be using a lot of chicken broth. So let's get started on the Zuppa Toscana. All right, I'm just gonna start by putting my pork sausage in my pot. And I don't know what it was with Aldi, but I also found this. This is the one that I have been getting for a while now, because it's only $1.98 or $1.89 for a pound, but this time it was like 50 cents off or something. So I got several of them to freeze. But this is not specifically Italian sausage. So after I add it in, I am going to just add some Italian herbs, parsley, garlic, onion, and salt to make it a bit more Italian flavored. for this particular recipe, I do like to cut my potatoes in half and then like in little slices. I feel like they cook a little better in this soup when they're a bit thinner. So that's how I cut them. I don't really cut them in big chunks. Alright, so here for the soup we have the sausage, onion, and potatoes, and this is going to come to a boil in the broth. I also added 1 cup of non-dairy milk, and then I'm going to add in actually spinach. You could use spinach or kale, but once it's the potatoes have cooked down and are tender, I'll add in some spinach, and then I'll put this in the fridge. And on the night that we actually eat it, I will add in some cream, but I will take out we've got the non-dairy little boy, so I'll take his bowl out and then I will add the cream to the rest of the pot. And this is actually like a hack that I learned out of necessity, is that I don't buy like heavy whipping cream separately anymore, because you can just make it with milk and melted butter. So that is actually what I'm going to add to the pot, which is basically, I guess, like half and half milk and half cream. I don't really know how it works, but it's like half a stick of butter melted with a cup of milk, and then I'll add that to the pot to make it really creamy and delicious. So there we have it. There are 3 different weeknight dinner ideas. And if you ever find yourself in what I like to call a dinner ditch where you just can't think of anything, hopefully one of these ideas was inspiring. If you want to see more videos like this, give this video a thumbs up and make sure and subscribe. Until next time, have a good day.